Making quilts has traditionally been the art and craft of women, but meet two of 8 men who are male quilters from all over the country that will exhibit their quilts at the Craft and Folk Art Museum.
I came to quilting through fine art and then architecture because for me quilting is the overlap of math and function and this sort of visual aesthetic that has within a kind of cerebral quality that you can talk about and lives within the world of function as well as the world of this kind of high art aesthetic, so museums as well as the home.
I first started sewing when I was 5 years old, sitting next to my mom's sewing machine. I love the handmade quilts. I love the hand sewing of them. I love it that it was women's work, and I do it now. I'm a big burly guy that's in his 50s, and I make quilts.
This is for a guy who won a competition. I ran a contest this last year and this guy won, so he gave me the image and I made the quilt out of it. It's all made out of used or recycled materials. So you can see kind of where the texture and modeling of the color comes in for that.
Some ideas you're unsure about, some ideas you're just absolutely, from the minute you get them, you're positive about them. The detail on this, like here's the quilting on the border, and you can see, and then it really comes to life on the other side, and you can see I've quilted figures into it. Can you see there's some naked figures in there?
This particular is made from used clothing, so I'll go buy a couple 100 pounds of clothes and then cut those all down into strips, and then in this case I've cut those strips into squares and then assembly line styled, sewed it all together. And then I'm going to cut it back down into some yardage that I can use for the bigger pieces that I'm working on. So this is actually only kind of the beginning stage of a larger process.
I would lay it out in the kitchen and I would get up on a ladder and I hemmed and hawed over every single square inch of this. And it's basically, it's like a big landscape. I think, like a big digital landscape, sort of in the Japanese style.
Here's a piece that I'm working on right now. It's going to be a bedside self-portrait. I make one every year.
The quilts for me, it's in honor of all the quilts that have ever come before. I think that quilts are artworks, which is why I make them.